Hello, pilots, and welcome back to part 2 of this epic play 3-player rumble. Once again, I am joined by Conor and Quinn.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hi, guys. And this is Out of Arc Gaming. So, when we left off, we were just about to kick off with another round of shooting. Quinn has been quite convincingly pincered here. Yes. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes for you. I'm not going to lie.
And for us, because we're both fighting for points here now.
Yes. So will there be some point stealing? Who's going to take what out first? It's definitely going to be quite an interesting round here.
This is the bit where I mount a comeback and I kill all of you and I win. That's what I predict is coming. I'm gonna boss it out.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, that would be great for the story. Obviously, the Rebels mounting a comeback win. So is this Return of the Jedi or is this Empire Strikes Back? We will soon see.
Well, judging from that dice roll, I'm going to hurt.
Yeah, judging from that dice roll, it's probably more Empire Strikes Back.
I'm feeling this might be my tracer.
Yes, I believe it is your last charge for your S-threads.
I mean, but still, like, it may not hurt now, but as we've discussed, the thread tracers on an I6 are ridiculous. Like, they're not very good on lower initiatives, unless you've got a very low initiative list, but on an I6, they are painful, especially one that can double tap like Darth Vader. So he can give himself a lock and then go, I'll go shoot again.
Yeah, I think that is a really good combination, actually. In a ship that can double tap, having that in there, it really works. Or even if you've got a ship that maybe is a higher initiative but doesn't have a really good attack, utilising something like the S-threads is just... Yeah, I think I've seen quite a fair bit more play with the S-threads recently than I would have expected, because I sort of dismissed them.
Hera A-Wing springs to mind, because she's only got 2 native attack, and like she's a support ship anyway, so...
Yeah.
Are there any other ships that can double tap missiles?
Not with missiles first, I don't think, because most double tapping is like
is primary then bonus.
Yeah, it's not really primary then bonus. But I mean, even if you think about it, if you shoot your primary and then bonus with a secondary, it will still benefit the rest of your squadron.
I mean, thinking back to last video when we discussed the aggressor, double edge could do it, but then you'd need like a tight swarm of 2 and belows to get the advantage. I suppose himself, but.
I mean, unless there's an I6 in there and Swarm Tactics comes into play.
Oh, yeah, I literally thought of that. Yeah, no, that's actually really good. I'm feeling like more...
Ooh,
if I wanted another faction, maybe Empire would be it. Or Republic, or Resistance.
I mean, you haven't really narrowed it down there. I mean,
not Separatist based, or Separatist. I do quite like the...
Right, so any of them.
I mean, what I would say is that Empire is my first faction. I love the Empire. I think... there's some really cool ships in there. I know they're all TIE fighters, as it were, but they all have like their own identity, like the Defender, the Interceptor, the 2 TIE, even the 2 TIE Advance. Although they're both TIE Advance, they both feel like completely different ships. And that's what I quite like about it. The whole faction, like they all have, each ship has its own identity. There's nothing that really like properly steps on each other's toes there, which is quite nice. And again, you have that with the Republic as well. Ooh, and we have our first advanced proton torpedoes from Ricole going into Numb.
Can I just say how much great a name Ricole is? Like, I love that name.
It just makes you want to get the maracas out and just go for it.
Also,
That's a good roll.
Oh, yeah.
And the target lock to spend.
Not happy. And then you get the free crit, and
You get the free crit, so... Oh, that's a shame. But yes, 2 hits and a crit. With 1 evade dice. With no evades, that's a really nice roll. Oh, it'd be really annoying if someone were to come in and steal that.
What did we say about foreshadowing?
Oh, yeah, sorry, spoilers, but...
So that's points for Phil.
Yes, that is points for me, and that's a weapons failure for Nim as well. So that is
I lucky when I had a range 1?
range 1 with a weapons failure. It's like a normal attack again.
Oh, and except it's worse than a normal attack because I've got Padme, so no changing focus results.
Well,
I'm
you were bumped anyway, so you didn't have anything. You might have a target lock from earlier, or is that Ezra's target lock on Bravo? It's hard to see from this.
Yes, but it's not like we can enhance, sadly.
Yeah. This isn't Blade Runner.
Or CSI.
So that was a... Let's have a look. Ineffectual attack there. Oh no, that was just placing the dials down. And looks like...
Wow, I did 1 damage. Woo!
1 damage that was actually spread over to the Bravo flight, utilising that veteran wing leader card there.
I mean, I'm annoyed that you've both got full throttle ships, because full throttle is a pain.
I've
oh no, you don't. You've
Yeah.
haven't you, to get
I've
TIE
overwritten that, yeah.
Yes. And I didn't actually get to utilise it that turn because Rick did a 1 bank, I believe it was.
Is Duke viable on an N1 with? I don't think I haven't seen enough N1s to know how they're usually flown.
You can put Duke on there, but Duke is a very expensive card, which I think is
7, 8?
8 points. Yeah, it varies between like every points update. It changes, but it's a very expensive card. And it's not something that I feel is almost worth putting on. It could be worth putting on the M1, but I think there's other things I'd prefer to put on there. But we do have our second advanced proton torpedo. Thank the maker for target locks.
Yes.
And this one, I believe, is that going? I think that might be going on Gamut this time.
Didn't you?
Oh no, it is on Nim. It is on Nim. So Bravo Flight did actually. That's terrible. So just a double crit.
I mean, I'm upset by my lack of ability to do bombs because I quite like to bomb you because this is a nice place to bomb. But I get the feeling I might be a little bit dead.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 crits going in onto Nim, so fingers crossed, 2 direct hits. Let's see. Can I take that?
Unlikely.
Blinded Pilot. And direct hit. So I got 1. That's a bit
Who did
shame.
Vader shoot?
Vader shot at Gamut Key.
Gamut Key, hence all the target locks.
Oh yes, because it was extra. He couldn't double tap. No.
Looks like someone's just left a ship there with 1 health. It's almost like I should just finish the job for you there, Phil.
I mean, it would be really horrible if someone were to steal my points.
Can we just point out the fact that I'm about to lose my 3rd ship? Can we have a little sympathy, please?
No, we should
and sing to me.
We should have some sympathy for me because I've just put in all that hard work and it's all about to go down the drain.
I'm 3 ships down with 0 points, so I think I'm in the worst position here.
That was it, I think.
Yeah, that was the final damage on Nim. Point stolen. GG Conor.
My 2 most expensive ships gone, and I've got nothing to show for it. Can we just get some? Can we get some perspective here, please?
Can we? If you think this is sad, put some sad emojis in the comments.
F in the chats, boys.
If you think this is funny, put some laughing emojis. But I mean, it's not looking overly good for you.
I have no words. Because my whole plan was kill Zeb, so we get friendly scum ships. Then we drop the Electro-Proton Bomb. Then you forget about it because Nim keeps it in play until you're all forget about it and fly on top of it. Then I set it off, and then Sabine goes off, and then Gamut goes off. So I get to keep you with your round tokens for 2 turns, and then you all die. And now I've got no Nim, no. I mean, Gamut's doing all right. The Grey Squadron bomber is going in the wrong direction. It's falling apart. Like my intricate plan was perhaps poorly planned, but is now firmly in tatters.
Yeah, I mean, the best laid plans of mice and men, right?
Yes, sadly so. But there we go.
Oh, and that looks like a good attack there. I think that's Gamut into the Bravo flight.
Oh, points. Points.
That is some points there. Oh, that's just brutal.
Could that kill you? That could kill you if you get a direct hit.
If I get a direct hit, then that is me gone.
Direct hit.
It looks like there was in fact a direct hit in there.
Yay, I'm no longer in last.
And do you know what the worst bit about that is? I had an advanced proton torpedo left. And
I'm heartbroken for you.
That probably would have absolutely ruined Ezra.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm heartbroken. But
and the worst bit is that I elected to take a damage on the Bravo flight instead of taking it on Rick. So it was my own choice that killed that ship.
I mean, if you're about own choice that kills, do you want to talk about my B-wing or my TIE? Like, you're still doing better than me.
You did fly your B-wing down the teeth of the dragon there.
I don't know. On points, you've overtaken there.
Yes, but remember, Phil has lost a ship, a cheap ship at that. I've lost 3.
Yeah. I mean, he's worth like just over half of 10 and just a bit more over half of Nim, who was 68 points.
He was one off of greatness. He was this close.
Yeah.
But there we go. Like, at least I've done something to you after you decided to not quite kill Nim. So.
Yeah. And just a reminder, Vader has lost a shield, everybody. Vader is down to 3 shields.
How did Vader lose a shield? Did I shoot him?
Yeah, I think you shot me with the B-wing.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was so long ago, and my B-wing is so dead. I've forgotten it existed.
I just elected to take it.
Well, you elected to use hate to get that force back.
4 shields on. I think I've made my opinions on the Defender well known, but seeing as I don't fly it, I hate it. It's
another
like
great roll there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, your rolls are basically fixed at this point.
Oh, that is a good Vader roll, though.
So many re-rolls and Ruthless and all the rest of it. Like,
I mean, you've got re-rolls for the target lock. And
Howlrunner's in there as well. So
yeah, Howlrunner being able to provide that re-roll. It is just. Then you've got the focus on top. The endless possibilities to mod those dice.
Oh yeah.
Are just so handy for you.
Example A.
Yeah.
And I've still kept my target lock there.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a hit crit going in on Gamut.
So that's half points on Gamut. So Conor is now steaming ahead, to say the least.
Yeah, half points on Gamut, and that is a stunned pilot.
Yeah, I'm a little stunned by how quickly my ships are going down. Not too pleased, gotta be honest.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy that it's not me having this done to him, but I'm also looking at it going, I was kind of hoping to get more points out of you because I'm not relishing the thought of trying to take on that block.
See, if you'd left Nim alone, Nim could have bombed that wing and we could have both taken it apart, but you decided to try and kill Nim. Like, where was your tactical thinking?
Take Nim out and then hopefully get more points.
But you didn't, and instead you gave coins to Conor.
I actually also vaguely remember a conversation at the beginning of this game where you two did plan to, after seeing my list, I thought there was a gentleman's agreement between you two to try and gang up.
I thought it was between the Republic and the Empire as basically the same thing. They were like, let's take out these insurgents and look what you've done to me. Well,
my issue was with where I was set up. Getting the N1s down to you quick enough would be really tricky because the gas clouds were in the way. If I'd have just turned, I'd have gone over all of those gas clouds on my way down to you, and then Quinn would have just come in and taken me at the side. So I was kind of stuck. And plus, I'd have done nothing at this point if I'd have decided to go for you because you booted it up that side now.
Oh yeah.
So it's tricky.
But are we going for the flank with the remaining wing? That's slowly working its way around the back of the board.
We shall see.
I'm doing a one-ship thing again because my single Y-wing is coming up against another entire wing. Like, I'm not very good at this whole keeping ships together. Despite the fact that all of my lists rely on staying together, I always split them up. Like, why do I do this to myself?
I mean, admittedly, that wing of the ETA and the V-19s isn't as scary as Vader with those TIE fighters. I mean, the cluster missiles on there could be good, but only if it catches Connor's list, essentially.
Remind me, how many of your V19s have the clusters?
Just the two of them. So you've got the blue Squadron protectors. So blue and pink
Right, the front
have
two.
cluster missiles on the front, yes.
Are they 2 native attack or 3 native attack?
So they are 2 native attack.
So even if you don't get to cluster, you still get that extra attack dice at range 2. So they are more useful than just clustering.
Yeah. So I mean, it is a good ability to have in there. Just extending it. It's not quite as good as sync laser cannons on a brute, allowing it to have a 3 dice attack at all range.
The brute is fun if you're flying it, and horrendous if you're flying against it. Like, it's just absolute madness. I love it as much as I hate it. Like,
yeah.
Grey Squadron's dropped a package there.
Ooh.
Bomb time! So
that's the Electro-Proton Bomb, isn't it?
anyone that doesn't know that's watching, Electro-Proton Bomb, you have to fuse it, so you have to be very tactical with how you use it because it doesn't go off that turn. So it gives people a chance to run away, including myself. And it's a range 2 bomb, so it's quite hard to run away from, despite that extra turn it gives you. So
yeah. And what we'll do when that does eventually go off, we'll go through the catastrophic effects that it can produce.
I mean, in all fairness, it doesn't do any damage. There are no damage dealt with it, so it's not as horrendous as it could be.
Yeah, true. But I mean, we've just also seen the system phase boost from Shakti there as well.
Yeah,
so obviously the wing will move up once the actual maneuver and action at the end of the activation phase has happened there, so they won't move up straight away yet.
Yeah, so you get that. It's interesting because, as you say, not only do you get a better dial with your wing, you also get extra repositionability because you can do shenanigans like this.
Yeah, and the one thing that sort of sets that Jedi Commander card apart from others, the ETA 2 has the 2 Talon roll that is purple, so spending a force to use that. Now, the rest of your ships will still be able to do that, but instead of it being purple, it becomes red for them, so they just take a stress, so they can still utilize that maneuver.
And that is so good for that ship because you can systems phase reposition, do a purple Talon, still get an action, and reposition again if you needed to.
Yes.
So you can get yourself into some real crazy positions and then have your whole wing just come, yep, I'll be there. It takes a stress, but you know, that is almost always worth it.
Yeah. And it looks like the wing has moved up and White has landed on the rock.
What a shame.
Now, what is interesting is that they don't count as passing over the rock when they're in the wing. It's only if they land on it or the leader goes over the rock.
Yes, because you haven't really got a template to overlap because you have some really weird shaped templates if they actually use templates.
Yeah. So pink has not been affected by that, which is just hilarious.
Yes. It's also getting nice and friendly with my Y-Wing.
Yep.
But there we go. I mean, it's a Y-Wing. It can survive, right? Like, they're well known for their large amount of defense dice.
Oh, yeah. They've got a huge amount of defense dice. 1, isn't it?
Like, yeah, which is 1 more than a Decimator or the Ghost. So, you know, it's not awful.
I mean,
one's
a big number if you put it in font 72.
1's a big number if you... Yeah, okay. In binary. 1 can be massive in binary. There you go. I got there in the end.
Yeah. So it looks like Ezra's moved over for the N1s to commit suicide by the looks of it. That's not it.
You're in the death zone.
Yeah.
Messed up there a little bit.
I've done messed up, guys. I've done messed up.
Yes, I mean, that's the beauty of the Electro-Proton Bomb is I get to see you watching abject horror as you realise that you cannot escape despite having a whole extra turn to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think even like a 4 straight and 1 boost would get out of that.
You can fly off the board. That would get you out of the way.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't recommend it.
no, that wouldn't be fun. And yeah, Vader has just come in and gone, yep, I would like to shoot everything, please. No tracer threads though, so you can't give everyone target locks this turn because that's been used. But
I've still got Howlrunner, and I've still got a hell of a lot of focuses.
I'm just looking at this and I'm just not feeling good about it.
You have a bad feeling about this.
Yes, I do indeed have a bad feeling about this, and if either of those N1s survive this turn, I think that I get the win. Do we agree with that?
And no.
Okay,
I think you're losing at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not going well for me. I need to try and take out that Y-wing, which what's also slightly annoying is that Y-wing has definitely got out of arc of my blue Squadron protector, so I can only bring 3 guns to bear on it. And also I think you're at a bullseye for Shakti, so it's not a 4 dice attack with her, which is one of the biggest downsides of the ETA 2.
I mean, it's got 2 weapons, a 2 and a 3. I don't think it's that much of a downside.
Well, the 3 is only available in the bullseye, which again, for a manoeuvrable ship like that, is normally quite
you can
quite plausible.
Boost and then do one of your random purple maneuvers and then barrel roll. You're an I5 as well. I know you're an I4. So I guess you're not that like post maneuverable, but I guess.
I mean, looking at it, I think if I'd have barrel rolled, that would have worked out better because then all of my ships would have been able to shoot that Y-wing.
Yes, none of your ships would be on the rock either, so you would have.
Hindsight is terrible because you just look at it and you go, there's so many things I could have done.
Yes, but I don't think you got anything to fear from a singular, bombless, turretless, modless Y-wing.
You never know. You see what some of the dice can be like, and well, it could just go horribly wrong. But let's have a look. I think we're about to see
Vader kill his wife.
Vader.
Or
it begins.
So it begins.
You turned her against me.
Yeah. Oh, and it's range 1 from Vader. What speed maneuver did Vader do, though?
I think I did a 1.
So it does mean if you shoot Rick, I should get an additional die. Do I remember that, though?
Is he shooting Rick or is he shooting Padme? Because if you shoot Rick, you just give the damage to Padme anyway.
Yeah, there is that.
And Padme ruins your focuses because there's quite a lot of ships in her arc.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. I will take that any day of the week.
But this is Vader, so he can just spend his force.
That's a reroll for Howlrunner there.
Yeah.
And then force shenanigan time and focus.
He does have
standard
to focus.
Force or standard force, either way.
They only had 1 force left.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, yeah, that's still painful.
Oh, we've got a little force counter.
Oh, that's very painful. So it was against Rick. I did forget the additional dice. So
Didn't Rick go slowly as well?
No, Rick did a 3 because he got the evade. So he must have done at least a 3-speed maneuver.
Oh, fair enough.
So,
ouch.
Yeah, so that's half points on Rick, I believe.
As if Conor needed more points.
Yeah, as if he needed more points there.
Oh, I don't think it quite was because you spent your evade there, so that was just the 2 shields.
Oh yes, because he hadn't taken any damage at that point. So
don't worry, I'll get those points in a sec.
We'll
Gamut gets them. Wait, Gamut's not going to get them first because Gamut is quite far down the firing order.
And I think his turret's fate. Oh no, he rotated to the back, didn't he?
I would imagine so. That seems like the most sensible thing for me to have done.
Yeah.
Which means I probably didn't do it.
I mean, you've got that focus and stress, so I would assume that you focus to rotate.
That does sound like me, and it also means I can spend my focus for more than one eye because Padme is no longer facing me.
Yes. but it means I do have a range 1 attack here. Do I just go in on Vader? Do I go in on a TIE fighter?
You're more likely to kill a TIE fighter.
Yeah, and I think I'm debating it.
Oh no, because Vader's very weak at defending, isn't he? So you go in for Vader and attempt to try and kill one of the TIE fighters. Like it's a cost analysis, but
no, the annoying thing is with the Skystrike, Conor, you've got the card available, so just remind me, you can change that around. You can.
I actually don't because I haven't received that pack yet.
Oh,
but
yes.
I believe it's up to 5.
Yeah, so you give 1 damage, so you can't give more than 1 damage to a ship, I don't think. I think it's 1 per ship.
So he could spread all 5 around, but that is 3 hits and a crit. That is pretty good.
But he can, at the same time, if you did it into a TIE, there's more chance that a TIE could and take no damage, whereas with Vader, you're likely to get some damage into the wing.
Yeah, so that's 3 hits and a crit going through. 2 hits and a crit going through because of 1 evade there.
Yep.
And annoyingly, I think you're going to spread that around enough so there'll be no points going out.
Yeah, from memory, I give 2 hits to someone and I take the crit as a shield.
Yes. So it looks like Pink Academy TIE has taken 1 of those.
Yep.
And Vader took a shield. Can't see who took the other one.
I think I took 2 there. I took 2 shields.
Oh, you took 2 shields.
Yeah.
Why?
Giving you 2 force back.
Yes. It would be hate. It would be because of hate.
Yeah.
Hate, yes. But now you get to shoot back. Or was that shot? I missed who that was shooting at, to be honest.
I was going to say...
no, that was my additional dice that I forgot to roll. So we did roll it, got a focus.
Didn't help you.
Yeah, and annoyingly, I'd used the focus elsewhere. There's some nice evades there. Oh, I like that. Let's keep those coming. Keep the evades coming. So, moving to Padme. Will she try and get a revenge shot on Vader? You killed me, so I'm going to shoot you back.
I mean, did he kill her? Like he.
I thought she died of sadness.
She died of sadness at what Vader became, so inadvertently it was Vader killed her by... Oh, that's a terrible roll. Oh no, that was the weird rolling.
Could you pass the blame to Palps?
Yeah, I would say blame Palpatine.
I mean, you could always pass the blame to Palpatine. I mean, Palpatine is just...
Or do you blame the droid who just went, she's sad, she's going to die?
Ooh, so that's 1 going through. Will Vader take that and put himself to half, or will he spread that? He spreads it to 1 per.
Of course he does.
It's just rude.
Yeah, I didn't need any more force.
Yeah. I mean, you're in a fairly good position there. It's just... That wing card is great. You can spread so much damage around.
It's really good.
I mean, the limit
does prevent me from boosting and barrel rolling, though. I don't think I've mentioned that yet.
Is it that bad? Is that such a bad thing to sacrifice for having 5 damage? You can just go, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's just worth it. So that's 2 going into Grey Squadron. So just the 1. So shields down. And I wonder if my other guys can actually cause any damage there. But we're going back up to Conor, who wants to try and finish me off. Please don't.
So this is Iden at I4. I'm probably going for half points on Rick, aren't I?
Yeah, I think, full points probably more likely. I think it makes sense to try and get that half point and then just take him out.
I mean, surely you just decant the damage, though, because you're a wing leader.
Yes, you can. I can decant the damage, but I don't need to.
But because I guess Padme still got her evade, so you wouldn't want to shoot her, whereas Rick doesn't.
Yeah, it's always a tough one. Like we saw earlier with the Bravo flight officer, the cost risk, there. It was effective in that Rick LA is now still over half points. Unfortunately, it wasn't effective for Bravo Flight in that if he'd have had that 1 extra health, he'd still be alive right now. Or potentially still alive right now. So, Yeah, there is always a risk to doing that.
I forgot you had range on me here, Phil, but luckily there's such a juicy target right in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, if I had, although I do have range, it's not. I wouldn't have had the target lock to have that great range 2-shot for cluster missiles. So, and thank God for target lock there. That
didn't do you much.
Didn't do me much good there. It just seems to be the tail of the time at the moment.
Yes, you seem to have
got A damage
in a bad position.
Yeah, but especially with that Electro-Proton Bomb in front of me, I don't think there's anything I can do to get around that.
I think the ties are also a bit caught up in it, so I'm not complaining.
I think the only person that's looking safe at the moment is Gamut.
Oh yeah, Gamut's quite far away, but he's like, what, nearly dead? So
yeah.
Well, no one can shoot him, I guess.
Well, looks like we've got Blue Squadron going at Ezra there. So cluster missiles additional effect will not be able to come into play. That's another terrible roll.
What a shame.
That's a bit better.
There we go.
Boo.
I mean, I will take that. Oh. Well, that's just rude.
I will take that as well.
What's some good dice there? What good dice?
Yeah, good dice, Quinn. Good dice, Quinn.
Is it my turn to shoot yet?
I think we might get to you eventually.
I was going to say, there's quite a lot of shooting going on. I'm just sort of sat here, not quite taking it, I guess, because... Oh, wait, I've just been shot now, haven't I? And the Ghost Squadron Quinn got shot. But Gamut's been safe. Oh, it's my turn. Come on, Hawk, with your terrible turret in the wrong direction. But you've got to focus.
Is he going to try and steal some points there?
What do you mean steal some points? I'm just going to kill you, isn't it?
Even if you get 1 damage on Rick, you've got half points.
I mean, if you kill Rick, which...
I don't think that's likely. It's possible, but unlikely.
Hey, I mean, we saw the Bravo flight officer... Yeah, that's not going to do it. But we saw the Bravo flight officer just get murked.
I was going to say, I think that was...
And there we go. So that's...
I get the feeling Connor's going to come and snipe some points again, given that I've just given him a 1-pointer. A 1 health pointer. Oh well, at least I should be on... I'm getting away from you now. I'm on double your points. I mean, not even getting close to Connor, but there we go.
Yeah. Well, looks like I've elected to only take 1 damage on Rick and pass 1 as a shield to Padme there. Doesn't prevent the half points, but hopefully makes him last a little bit longer.
Come on, Ezra. Who am I going for? I'm going for...
I mean, you've got to go for Vader or a TIE fighter right now,
Sure, I go for the Torrent, because the Torrent's got less mods.
But the Torrent is at range 3.
Yes, but he's only got natural 2, so it's the same number of dice.
Yeah, but it looks like you've gone at a type. I'd say a type. Whoa, that's a good roll.
Spend the force. Come on, spend the force.
Where is it? There it is. Spend the force. Hit, crit. Wow, that's a good roll. Very good roll there.
And watch Conor evade it entirely.
No, he takes 1.
Just a crit.
Just. I bet you it's not enough to get me half point.
No, because that would be against Blue. And looks
waiting
like
for that crit to show.
Yeah, just waiting for it to show. I'm not entirely sure where that's... Okay, for some reason it's not appeared on the overlay. Not entirely sure why. Maybe that was a slight miss there, but Blue has taken an additional damage there. Still not enough to get half points on there, though.
Shame.
And now we have my Gold Squadron.
I'll take that.
Luckily has a focus.
I won't take that.
Well, no, I think the thing is you will take at least one of those. So that...
one of those.
Yes. And that would take you to half points though on the Gold Squadron.
I'm still ahead of you. I'm still hanging in because my ships are cheap because Conor killed my good ones.
Yes, that is true. And also what's annoying at the moment is Conor has more points than both of us combined.
Yes, Conor also is the only one that has not lost a single ship.
Yeah.
Or giving away half points.
Or giving away half points.
Yeah, so really it's just Conor's just sort of like watching us hurt each other and then just swooping in and stealing our kills. Like he's like a hyena.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Exactly like the Empire does. Whee! 2 evades there.
That's still a crit.
That is still a crit on pink. And that crit is a damage sensor array.
No focuses for you.
Indeed.
Or is that only focuses for you?
Damage sensor array is you cannot perform any actions except the focus action and actions from damage cards. Which means no target locking until I get rid of that.
That's a shame.
It begins. Wampa's having a shot on Ricochet.
Oh, that's
trying to finish him off. Look
That's
at that.
dead.
You could decant the damage.
I could decant 1 damage.
You can't decant enough for the damage.
I can't decant enough.
I vaguely remember having this conversation
Of
when this
there is
happened,
no point.
and there's no point. You may as well take the extra damage.
Yeah.
Right.
You're dead either way.
And not only that, it was a fuel leak in there anyway.
That's a lot of points you've got there, Conor.
Yes. Well. Don't speak too soon, because I believe I've got 2 shots left, and there's a very juicy looking hawk. Even though it's not my range
alone.
1, I think here I go for the range 3 shot to try and steal those points.
I'd rather you didn't, but go for it, I guess.
Steal some points and also avoid that one solitary evade token that could ruin your day. So that is a hit crit in there.
Okay, so this feels like death.
No, not with double evades.
Damn, Gamut is the key. I don't know. I want to fit a pun in there, but it ain't happening.
Oh, Gamut knew the key to success there.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, so many dodgy puns. I've gotta love it.
That's a target lock.
That is a target lock.
Somewhere in that.
Somewhere I have a target lock in here. Let me just find it quickly.
And
there we go.
That's a focus.
And the focus.
So can I get lucky twice? I feel like the answer is no. The answer is no.
The answer is no. That is yet another ship that has fallen to the Imperial might.
I mean, yeah. So you've lost 2 ships. Conor's lost no ships. I've got 2 ships. So 2 damaged ships. Oh no, Ezra's still hanging in there, undamaged.
Ezra is undamaged. What I think is the most interesting thing about this so far is that you've taken out 1 ship, Quinn, and Connor's taken out every other ship that's gone down so far.
Yeah.
If we
live the Empire.
If we're going on kill count, it's 5-1-0 to Conor.
I mean, my bomb might be about to change some of that. Oh, wait, it doesn't do any damage, so
it can't actually kill anyone.
It can ruin your day though.
Yeah.
I've proven on 2 different occasions here that once you get in my zone of damage and I kill you, I always end up with 1 or 2 or 3 shots left.
Yeah.
I've got more firepower than I need to kill 1 ship in my zone of death, so I can always do a lot of damage to 2 targets.
It's almost like you've got 6 ships and rerolls and focus tokens.
I mean, the efficiency of that little list there is really good, especially in that initial phase where you've got those where you can give target locks to everything. You've got that focus. You've got Howlrunner in there as well as the additional. It's very efficient.
I don't even know if I needed Thread Tracers. I don't
know
because I'm getting a reroll. Everyone's getting a reroll from Howlrunner there anyway. I don't. Very rarely did I roll 2 blanks.
I mean, Thread Tracers is just to give a free target lock to Vader and then also the others, right?
Basically, yes.
So that if you have more than 1 blank, you don't have to spend your force. You can actually just re-roll them and see what happens.
Yeah. So I mean, it is an interesting combination there, but again, from what we can see, given the points, it seems to be working for you.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's putting it lightly, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and the Y-Wing is hurting itself again, going over another asteroid.
Because you're parked on top of it. How was I supposed to remember it was there?
I mean, spatial and visual awareness, maybe, but I think we've had that discussion.
Regular viewers will know that I lack both of those things.
Yes,
Both in person and on TTS.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, anyone that watched the game or the semi-final game on Monday will have seen some questionable, but also some very good flying from yourself with those blocks, especially some of the tricky blocks you pulled off with that Ghost. And if you haven't watched that already, I definitely suggest going back and watching that, because that was a very entertaining game there between yourself and James. And I think if you look at the points at the end, it doesn't quite tell the same story. It was a very good game, so definitely worth checking that out. And hopefully we'll have semi-final 2 coming up very soon.
I don't know what it is about the Ghost, but I always seem to feel the need to land it on stuff. Like, it's not like it's bigger than any other large base ship. Or do I just land everything on stuff? That might be more like...
I mean, it's not a big ship at all, is it?
I mean, it's a large ship. And the model is ridiculous. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It's a huge... I think it's very close to being a similar mass to the Gazanti. Definitely the GR-75, I would say. Oh, and trying to see if we can maneuver Shakti into a position where the wing will not get broken up by that cheeky Ezra.
I think that was a failed barrel roll there, and up at the top you've got bumped Padme as well.
Yes, so
and you're all nice and close to my Electro-Proton Bomb. Just to remind you guys of that.
What Electro-Proton Bomb?
That.
Well, I don't see it. If I put my thumb over that part of the screen, I can't see it. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yes, I guess. I mean, Ezra's also in it, but like Ezra's gonna boss through it because the Force. I guess I don't know.
I mean, one thing I did mention earlier is that Gamut Key wasn't going to be affected by it. I didn't realise how accurate that was. I thought it was going to be because he was out of range.
No, Conor was sure to ruin that.
Yeah, not passing up one of the range 3 shot there from was that a 2v2 as well at range 3? Or was it 2v3?
2v3 twice.
2v3,
yeah. 6, and you...
Points are points, what can I say?
Yeah. So, interestingly here, obviously, as we said, we've got the wing break there for Shakti and her V19. So, pink and white are still able to continue with that manoeuvre, but blue and brown, unfortunately, due to the bump into Ezra and then the bump into blue itself, have broken from that wing. So, what they would do is they would complete the same maneuver that they were originally going to do to the best of their ability, so doing that one forward, but that is just a straight bump into Ezra. So no actions and no tokens for those two. So that's not great, to say the least.
Do you feel like sharing out your points? Like taking pity on us lower point people? Like,
yes.
Have like some 3 points, please.
I think I'd like some more points actually.
Well, I think
there's still points on the board to get.
Yeah, and I think what we're going to do is find out how many of those points in part 3 and how deadly that Electron-Proton Bomb is. So
what a cliffhanger! I love it.
Yes, that is a very good cliffhanger there. It's almost like I planned it.
Well done.
But guys, thank you very much for joining us for this episode, and we will have part 3 coming tomorrow. But don't forget, like, subscribe, click that notification bell, and we will see you next time.